was a sergeant commander in the Navy, and my mother was a housewife. And by virtue of the fact that my father was a sergeant commander, we always used to live in huge bungalows, and we had orderlies at home. They would polish our shoes and do whatever is required to take care of us. But then, if you look at the kind of wealth we had in the family, it was not much. 1971, my father's father had a paralytic stroke, and he was brought to Pune. He was living with us, but then he expressed a desire that I'd like to move to Chennai because all my other children are there in Chennai. So my father took premature retirement. We came down to Chennai, and then he started private practice. And that is when slowly and steadily we were able to see some amount of money. I used to get 5 rupees or 10 rupees when I go to school, right? And then slowly the kind of income level in the family is increased. In spite of that, one thing which I once again feel privileged about is the fact that my father could have easily taken a full-time private practice. But then he didn't do that. The morning, 4 hours, he was dedicated to the Andhra Mahila Sabha, a place where you have polio handicapped children, and he would come and take care of the children being involved in the birth of the Shankara Netralaya in Chennai. He was the first person who organized for the first Sikh capital for Shankara Netralaya. So when we came back to Chennai, I was having to get into a good school. So my aunt took us to the St. Patrick's High School, and when we went there, she said, "Hi, Brennan," and she knew, the principal of the school from when she saw him, she recognized him, and therefore I was privileged to get a seat in the St. Patrick's High School, where I studied for the rest of my schooling. And I was a carefree guy. I loved playing table tennis. I started and I represented the school, and I also captained the school when we came for an inter-patrician meet at the St. Joseph's College in school in Ooty. There were many such beautiful moments for me in school, so much so when I finished the 10th standard exam, I found that I got only 55% marks, right? But then the privileged child that I have been all my life, I applied to the Loyola College, I applied to the Vivekananda College, and I said, okay, let me see which college is going to be lucky enough to get me in. And both the colleges I got regret letter, and then my father used his influence and then got me into A.M. Jain College in near the airport. I felt so bad. I felt so shame. So pre-university, I put my heart and soul into the effort of studying and doing well in my exams. I also wanted to study in the IIT, so I went in for IIT coaching also. Pre-university exam, results came. I got 200 out of 200 in mathematics, 197 out of 200 in chemistry, and 165 out of 200 in physics. So with that kind of a grade, my physics pulled me down. But then, having got 197 out of 200 I got because the teacher who taught me for the IIT entrance, he was a wonderful person, and he really pulled me into this beauty of chemistry. So I thought I was born for chemical engineering, right? So I said, I applied for all the colleges, and I was very clear that I wanted to do my chemical engineering. The first place I got it was in Birla Institute of Technology. I went there. I was, aghast because I've always been at home, and there's the first time I was in the hostel. And in the corridors of the hostel, people would sit down and pot. Potting was very, very popular in those days out there. So as I was thinking, what am I going to do? The 10th day, I got a telegram from my father. Those days, we used to apply for a trunk call, and then it take a long time for us to get the call, etc. He sent a telegram saying, "Congrats, start immediately." I knew I had got my college admission in AC College of Technology in Hindi. So I came back. And then I did my chemical engineering, AC Tech. I was privileged to join the NCC. I got the Best Cadet Award. I was privileged to join the Leo Club. I was secretary and president of the club. And then after college, came to Bangalore, started the business. I did milk program. I was privileged to get exposed to all these nuances of public speaking, dramatics, human relations, feedback, so on and so forth. So when all these experiences, when I looked at, and then from money sales to load controls to Modutech, I was feeling that I must do something where whatever I have been privileged by, how can I convey it to each and every one of you who are my strength. And that was the beginning of the Evolve Toastmasters. Thank you.